Welcome beta testers to Hyperfun's beta quick start guide for the H5160W and the H5180W. This video will cover installation on Windows-based PCs. The first step is to assemble the camera. Start by attaching the antenna, then plug one end of the Ethernet cable to the back of the camera, and the other end into your modem router. The final step is to plug in the power supply. The camera will then power up and its head will begin to turn. From here we can proceed with configuration through the Hyperfun Search Tools application. The first step to access the camera's configuration page is to download the Search Tools application from the Hyperfun website. Once downloaded, run the application and click the refresh button to populate the device list. Now double-click the camera from the list to open your web browser. You will then be prompted with the login screen. Type in admin for both the username and password. From there, you will arrive at the live view page which displays the camera's video feed. This next section will cover connecting the camera to your wireless network. After you've logged in and are looking at the live view screen, select the configuration tab at the top. From there, click on Wi-Fi from the menu on the left, then click the scan button to search for available wireless networks. Once the list of networks is populated, select yours from the list, enter the password and click the Save button. You will receive a message that the camera will restart. You can now remove the Ethernet cable from the camera, and when the camera successfully restarts, it will connect wirelessly. On the Date and Time menu, there are options for changing the time zone and accounting for daylight savings. The time zone has to be manually set as it is not done automatically. On the video codec page, the frame rate, video quality, bit rate, and camera resolution can be changed along with more advanced options. For optimal wireless performance, the bit rate should be a maximum of 1500 kbps and a minimum of 1024. The bitrate control also should be set to VPR. Raising the bitrate higher than what's recommended could create an unstable wireless connection, affecting the performance of the live stream. Connections via Ethernet do not share the same problem as its wireless counterpart, and it's possible to attain high-quality streaming at higher bitrates. The on-screen display settings can be modified from this menu should you want to change the camera's name, as well as other on-screen notifications. The Image Effects menu has options for contrast, brightness, color mode and eye cut adjustments. The eye cut settings can be explained as follows. Auto control automatically switches between day and night modes depending on the lighting around the camera. Day mode is used for areas with continuous and reliable lighting. Night mode turns on the camera's LEDs for better visibility at night. Window mode turns off the LEDs entirely, for when the camera is placed in front of a window to eliminate reflections off the glass. From the audio settings menu, audio input and output levels can be adjusted as well as the audio bitrate. There is also an option to mute all sound. The network settings contains options for changing the camera's IP address to either a fixed static IP, or a dynamic DHCP IP address. Here on this menu, the alarm settings allow for the option to enable motion detection which works in conjunction with the alarm action settings, such as recording an alarm, and uploading an image of a triggered event. The alarm events scheduler allows for specific times to be set for when the alarm should be active. The motion zone mask settings has sections of the camera's field of view that can be ignored in regards to the motion sensor. To designate an area for the motion sensor to ignore, click each individual box over the desired area. Now we'll have a look at the email configuration settings. Successful email configuration will allow the camera's software to send notifications to an email of your choosing. 2 email accounts will be necessary in order for this feature to work. One receives the alerts and another sends them. For this example we will use Gmail's SMTP settings. For those of you who use Gmail, these SMTP settings are accurate. Just replace our email addresses with your own. The SD card settings page is split up into 3 tabs. The first tab, Record Schedule, is similar to the alarms scheduler, where days and times can be programmed as to when the camera will record. The second tab, File management has settings that lets the user decide how the camera will handle recorded video files once the SD card is full. The third tab, SD card, displays whether or not a SD card is inserted, its capacity, free space, as well as options for formatting and disconnecting the SD card. As a side note, the camera must be turned off before inserting the SD card to avoid damaging it. During the initial configuration, the SD card may take more than 2 minutes to be recognized by the camera. The camera also supports up to 64 gig cards, and we recommend SanDisk cards as they are inexpensive and reliable. The user page settings allows for the administrator password to be changed. More features will be added to this page in the future, including a guest account, and the ability to modify the guest username and password. The maintenance options allow the camera to be rebooted, reset, and upgraded with firmware updates. Should you do upgrades to the camera, avoid turning off the device while updating as the status menu shows the camera's firmware and software versions, MAC address, and other information pertinent to the camera's specification. Selecting a preset on the live stream screen allows the camera's head to return to a previous configuration should the device restart. The camera's default preset is 0 and can be changed on the live stream menu. Thank you for watching the H5160W and H5180W Beta Quick Start Guide. Should any of you beta testers have any questions that are not covered in this video, please send an email to us at betatest@abacumtech.com. It is because of your efforts we are able to improve upon our products. Again, thank you from all of us at Abacum Tech.